Feel the power of the primordial goddess of chaos, the queen of the demonic feminine, Tiamat, swirl around you. It is cold and harsh, untamed and wild, clashing around in the shadows that surround you. Do not fear her, embrace her. To hear her calling is a rare blessing. And know that if you wish to respond, take a moment to open yourself up from the very center of your chest and surrender to your innermost magic. And allow yourself to feel her presence all around you. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Inhale and feel yourself begin to relax. Finding the flow, the beauty in the chaos of Tiamat. Exhale. Inhale. Surrender to her. Feel yourself sinking further and further into the dark space between your spine and mattress. Exhale. The shadows sing to you, calling you, urging you to submit to their warm embrace. Notice how you can no longer move your fingertips as they are simply too far away and too heavy to move. Your arms sink downward through the dark water that have encased you. Your legs are miles away, heavy, too heavy to move, slipping into the waves of the goddess. You are warm, safe, encased in the darkness. Still following the steady rising and falling of your chest. Inhale through your lips, pulling her essence, her power into yourself. Exhale. Inhale, feel your spirit intermingled within her own, embracing you, pulling you further into yourself. Exhale. Inhale, listen and hear her realm calling to you. Exhale. The sand beneath your feet is harsh and coarse. The sound of waves has grown in intensity, washing over you, solidifying you here in her realm. Your hair whips in the harsh, salty wind. And you squeeze your eyes open against the harsh environment, seeing a dark, turbulent ocean, its chaotic wave crashing onto the stony cliff right before you. The moon is a pure, velvety black without a single cloud or star in the sky. Alone, the moon radiates a ghostly red glow, casting long shadows all around you. You are entranced by the scene before you. Your skin prickles in response to the heavy, dark, divine, feminine energy that permeates the sea air all around you. Your feet guide you along the rocky shoreline, walking carefully around sharp, glimmering rock, feeling the cold water washing over your toes, causing goosebumps to rise on your arms. The tide begins to rapidly recede, falling back away from the stones around you, creating countless tide pools. You peer into the dark water, seeing strange, prehistoric creatures swirling within the shadow, their forms illuminated by dim bioluminescence, casting strange shadows. The organism seemed to react to your presence. The random, wild movement coming to a slow, almost graceful dance, seeming to observe you. Out of the corner of your eye, a bright, glowing light radiates from a large tide pool. You take a moment to set your intention, preparing yourself to perhaps meet the goddess of chaos and the sea. Following your intuition, you approach the glowing water, entranced like a moth to a flame, following her call. The brightly shimmering water seems to react to your presence, pulsating and glowing. You know deep within your bones that the goddess Tiamat is calling upon you in this moment. You breathe in deeply the heavy taste of sea salt lingering on your tongue. The air is rich from the living magic that is all around you. Knowing what you must do, you slowly lower your foot into the pool. The waters are so cold, you involuntarily shiver, clenching your teeth. As you allow yourself to sink further into the water, Tiamat has called you to. You float upon your back, staring up at the red moon in the starless sky. The water is thick and heavy with salt, supporting you with ease. Your eyes remain focused upon the crimson moon as you begin to murmur her name. Compelled by something beyond, Tiamat, Tiamat, Tiamat. The shallows beneath you begin to shift. Sudden bubbles rising around you. Disturbing the once glassy surface. Tiamat, Tiamat, Tiamat. The waters glow brighter, surging with power, suddenly no longer supporting you, but pulling you down into the depths, closer to her. Tiamat, Tiamat, Tiamat. You are not afraid. Her embrace does not frighten you as your head is slowly submerged into the water. Everything is still, unmoving as you float in the cold water. Your eyes slowly open, your vision clear, your vision clear, despite the salty sea. Dark waters surround you, no longer glowing. You peer below, seeing a massive, slowly curling shape swirling beneath you. Your mind cannot comprehend her draconic form. She is larger than anything you have ever seen, constantly shifting and moving with the unending turbulence of the sea. Shadows flicker from impossible black flames upon her scales. And when you finally sink to her level, the shifting and moving comes to a slow halt. Her scales still wavering in time with your steady breathing. Two gigantic, glowing eyes suddenly open, studying you. You feel very small under the goddess's harsh gaze. And you know that you are peering upon the original spark of intelligence within the abyss, beyond the control of man. A heartbeat passes and you submit to the cold chaos that is the goddess Tiamat, allowing your body to become limp, too heavy to move. And you become swept up in the mayhem of the goddess. Your spirits intertwine, and you observe through her eyes the beauty of turmoil, the wash of creation, the fight for survival, from the very beginning of time. How the very stars clawed their way to creation. You are separated suddenly, ripped from her vision once again before her glowing eyes. A long silence hangs heavily, and you grasp this moment to speak with the primordial goddess. Whether you ask for her guidance, her power, her strength, whatever it may be, her unblinking eyes remain locked upon your own, her form always, constantly shifting like the shadows themselves. Once you have finished your prayer, the words slowing as they tumble from your lips, the waters themselves begin to tremble at her will. You are tossed back into the cold blackness away from her, perhaps seeing more than the goddess of chaos had intended. You float in the darkness, embracing the cold shadows, supported by the sea itself. Your breathing remains slow and steady, careful and measured as you flow from the frigid, icy water towards warmth. The darkness shifts, as you recognize the energy, the magic all around you as your own space, your home. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You can see your earthly form curled beneath the sheet, eyes closed, features relaxed, your chest smoothly rising. As you begin to try to match the pace of your body's breathing, you can feel your earthly feet as you begin to remerge with yourself. Your feet are weighted heavy, too heavy to move. Your legs are limp and relaxed, tucked within your blankets, asleep. You can feel your stomach rising and falling, supported by your environment. Comfortable and relaxed. Your arms hold no tension out at your sides, sinking into your mattress more and more with each breath. And finally, your face and head are lulled back, supported by a pillow, your lips slightly parted, eyelids closed, as you dream of ocean depths and dark goddesses.